in the hills of Kentucky. Just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Returning it, John Ross. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Check it back.
Back to throw here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now Ross to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball, 18.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Bulldozes past him, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Back in 60. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll set up a throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Rams. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And now here's Ross. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 3. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 6.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
Now a handoff looking right. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. It's Wilson.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Switch, switch, switch.
They'll look to throw.
Swinging this out right here for Cook.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go. We got this. Check. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Rams
Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson.
Got a man. That's Ayuk.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Carlson is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
Shifts by him, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A give. This is Cook. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
From the 24, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Yeah, they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch that screen. Watch the safety line. Safety screen.
He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Bengals.
In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead. That could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Carlson. And this pass broken up. Contact long time there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 7. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Yeah, this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 1.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on them.
And And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get it.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. T.J. Hockenson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Crunch time, defense.
Street. SOS.
They'll try and throw for it here.
He's cracked. He's checking crack.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receiver...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Rams 48, Bengals 38.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the two-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
Well, they definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running is Swift. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Levante David in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 180 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Swift. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now Ross to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and
The Bengals on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going for it all. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the Rams have got it, and that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, You just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.